Yes people, it's Kegs. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are off on an adventure, so we're gonna go to Ubud for a few days just on my own. We're gonna go on a wee spiritual healing, cleanse, yoga, fitness journey. So I'll take you along with me and we'll see what we get up to because I have no idea. I haven't even booked anywhere to stay. I'm literally gonna drive to Ubud and see where the wind takes me. So I'm on my way to Ubud and I've basically stopped for a wee pit stop because the heavens have opened. I forgot my poncho that I got the other day, but I just want to get this here new one. But it's raining so heavy. Like, I was told to bring like warmer clothes up to Ubud as well because it is meant to be a lot colder and it's definitely a lot more rain up here. So I was not prepared, even though I was told to be prepared. I just wasn't prepared, but it's just a big old Kegs in it. I just stopped for petrol there now for my bike as well. My bike was nearly empty. Stopped for petrol on the side of the road and it was like a woman and her two kids like working in the shop, and she filled the full tank and I was like, how much is that? And she put up her hand saying 10 and I was like 100k and she was like, no, 10k. I was like 10,000 rupiah is the equivalent of 50p. I was like, I'm not giving you 50p to fill up my full tank, so I just give her 100k. I was like, keep the change, because I was like, she charges 50p to fill a full tank of petrol. Like, compare that price of petrol to the price of petrol at home, like it's just crazy. So I've went on this trip and I'm absolutely winging it. Like, I've nothing booked, nothing planned. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. So I literally took my maps from Canggu, where I live, to Ubud, which is like just over an hour drive I think. But I just got here and I typed in hotel into maps and I've just clicked on loads of random hotels around the centre of Ubud. So I've clicked on this here one, Janti Cottages I think it's called. It looks alright on Google, so I'm gonna go in, check it out and see if there's any rooms available. Hopefully they do. Like. So I've just checked into the hotel. I walked in, it's actually so much nicer than what I thought it would be, you know, because my friend Avian was like, because there's been no tourism, a lot of places have got really run down, so to like walk in and check the room before you book in. So I walked in the hotel, the guy at the reception obviously was really nice. Like, Indonesian people are the nicest people on this planet, I swear to God, they are so lovely. So walked in, immediately I was like, oh hi, how are you, blah blah. I was like, are the rooms nice? And he was like, come on, I'll show you. Brought me up to the room, I'll give you a wee tour, it's actually lovely. And it was only 250k a night. I'm actually not sure how much that is in pounds, like it's just over like a tenner a night maybe. And that could be incorrect, I'll double check that for you and put it here. But he asked me, how long do you want to stay? And I was like, I don't know man, I really don't know how long I'm gonna stay. So I was like, put me down for 2 nights. Could be more, but we'll see. Like, I just love the freedom of my life. Like, I just came an hour up the road to Ubud to go on a wee spiritual journey and I have no idea when I'm gonna come back. Like, I love my life at the minute. Oh, see that weekend, like I had such a spiritual weekend. Like, I was in a really like shitty place there mentally for a couple of weeks. Like, I was having fun, I was enjoying myself, I was integrating, but I was very overwhelmed and I had a lot of anxiety and fears and stuff, and I was just in a really bit of a shitty headspace for a few weeks there. And this weekend I just went on a focus on spiritual stuff, focus on myself, focus on my mind, body and soul, and I already today have been seeing signs from the universe. I mean, it's actually just so cute for like the price of it. It's so cheap for what it is. Like, it's grand, like, innit? We've got the bathroom. We've got this wee balcony bit. I mean, oh my god, there's a pool. Didn't even realise. I'm about to go to the gym. George can't train me for a few days because he was in a bit of an accident. Someone stole his phone and he got a bit of injured I think. So that's why I came to Ubud. But I'm gonna find a gym here now, go to the gym, get some workouts done, and then I don't know what I'm doing this evening. I'll see what happens. I don't really know what to do in Ubud, but we'll figure it out. So I've made it to the gym. I found one like about 5 minutes away from my hotel which I'm staying. It's not too bad. So I'm gonna do a workout here now. It's the first time I've been to the gym without George since I've been here, and like, he sent me a list of workouts to do, so I'm gonna see how well I get on my own, and hopefully it'll be alright, so then I can actually just come on my own from now on, do you know what I mean? But it is a bit intimidating coming into the gym, not really knowing what you're doing, but hopefully we'll get there. Right, so I'm just back from the gym. I decided last second I wanted to go to the Pyramids of Chi. So it's like this really spiritual pyramids temple place. I don't really know, I've just seen people going to it. And they're doing this like sound visual healing at 6. So I've literally got like 10 minutes to get there. So I'm gonna fly, get ready. Well, I'm ready now. I'm wearing my little elephant trousers that I got in Mexico. So I'm gonna go do some spiritual shit. I actually can't. Guys, I cannot deal with how powerful that sound healing was. Like, I was crying my eyes out, and I do not cry ever. I like proper broke through. I'm starving, so I'm gonna get food, but wow, I have got goosebumps all over my body. It was just insane. So in the Pyramids of Chase sound healing, you're basically lying on this waterbed, and there's obviously a guy who like plays all the instruments and the music, but you're lying on this waterbed and there's like a laser light show, and I sort of closed my eyes but not fully, so it was like sort of blurry, and there was like these lasers going all around me, and I was obviously playing the instruments, and whatever way the instruments and the music vibrations, the vibrations of the sound made the waterbed move, and it moved all around your body, and then whatever way it was, it felt like I was like sort of tripping out a wee bit, and I could see like patterns of the sounds and the vibrations made out of the lights above me. Like, it was a crazy experience. And then towards the end, something just came over me, and I met the younger version of myself. So it was like an 18-year-old version of Kegs who was going through a lot of shit, and I felt the pain he was in, and I like sort of like sympathized with him, sort of helped give him like healing and love and energy, and like basically sort of talked to my younger version of myself. Like, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then he sort of told me to not be so hard on myself, and that I'm living his dream, and that like I inspire him, and like it was just a really amazing experience. Like, I honestly was crying my eyes out. It was just, oh, the feeling just felt releasing. Like, I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. It's one of those things where it might sound crazy for me to explain, but I experienced it, and it's just magical. So I've just got back. I have had the loveliest wee evening ever. Yeah, I went for a wee Italian food. So I went for a wee scoot. My friend told me to go to La Sorotito or something. I can't remember what it's called. But I got there right. The place was rammed. I eventually got a table. They didn't clear the table for like 10 minutes. I was starving, and I was sitting waiting for ages, and they weren't coming. So I was just like, fuck this. So I hopped on my bike, started driving, and I eventually ended up at this other Italian restaurant. Sat there. It was really quick, really lovely. Got spaghetti bolognese. I think it was called Mamma Mia's, I can't remember. And I went and got a nice wee frozen yogurt. So I was here scooting about the streets, tunes blaring, singing away, my feet hanging off the edge, just feeling air going through my feet. And I was like, oh my god, I fucking love my life so much. I just felt so much gratitude. And then I walked in, was chatting away to the Indonesian guys at the front. They're so sound, and I'm just like, I am literally living my dream right now. I fucking love it. So just arrived in the yoga barn. I paid 375k for like 3 classes. So I'm gonna do a class here now, beginner's yoga. And this place is gorgeous. I'll show you about in a bit. And then later on I'm meeting my friend Evie, but I'm with Becca here. Come say hello. This is my pal Becca.
Hello.
You're from Donegal, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, so she's joined me at the yoga barn. I haven't seen you in years. The last time I seen you was in Belfast on a night out or something, like years ago. But we met Nyan Appa nearly 6 years ago. That's crazy. Balinese people are actually so nice. Like, if I was walking through the markets in like Mexico or somewhere else, they'd be hounding on you, harassing you like non-stop. These guys are always like, hello, do you want to come help us? Do you want to buy anything? Oh, they're just so nice. I love it.
It was
so nice. So nice. So the coffee comes from this little guy's poop. This here, what is it called? Can you touch?
Yeah, please.
Hey, yeah.
The name is Chatu.
Chatu?
Yeah.
So they give Chatu coffee beans,
Yeah.
and then he poops out the coffee, and that's how they make the coffee. That's crazy. It's like 1:30 p.m. I think. I went and got showered, had breakfast with Becca there. It was nice to catch up with her. I haven't seen her since Nyan Appa more or less, which is nearly 6 years ago, which is crazy, but we always sort of kept in touch, and she likes to travel and stuff, so we had a really good conversation. It was nice to catch up with her. I'm about to get some sort of healing done. I do not know what it's going to be about, but I'll let you all know. I'm also vibing with my outfit. It's very jungly, Tulum sort of vibes, but it's also like Tulum and Bali are the same sort of vibes, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm vibing with it. Oosht. So they just give me this here, plus a nicely cold towel. Don't really know what this is, but it's healthy. We're in the yoga barn. Lovely healthy shot. So I'm also having a Punu healing session with this guy right here. He has 30 years of experience in holistic healing in many different methods. So basically you go in and he analyses you and basically decides what method will be best used for you. So I'm a bit nervous to see what will come up, because last night the stuff that came up during the sound healing was not expected, but it was amazing. So I'm sure this will be the same. It's also a wee bit more expensive than the other treatments here. Like you can get classes and stuff for quite cheap, like yoga classes, meditation classes and stuff. And a lot of the one-to-one sessions are also quite cheap as well, but this here one was a bit more expensive. It was 1.5 mil rufiya, which is the equivalent of £80. So it's a wee bit more expensive, but I wanted to get the best sort of one just to try it out, you know what I mean?
I could love forever. Who I know who could love me better. You could ask me whatever, whenever. Got me feeling as high as a tenor. No cap, no cap. Been there, done that. We been where it wasn't good, but good.
So I have just been doing work on myself for the past 2 hours. I have been crying my eyes out again. Like, what is going on? Like, I never cry. I've literally spent the past 2 days fucking bawling, but it's so good. Like, it's so good to release, so good to heal, so good to just see life in different like perspectives. And basically I had psychic surgery done by this guy called Pono, I think. In the psychic surgery that Puno done to me, he's a master in loads and loads of different types of like spiritual practices, but he was like, I'm gonna do psychic surgery on me. And the first thing he said to me was like, you've experienced a lot of trauma from your childbirth. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, so did you have a difficult childbirth? And I was like, yes. When I was born with like black eyes and cuts all over me because it was like a difficult childbirth. And he was like, you're storing like stress and anxiety from that childbirth that you have still stored in you from you were born. I was like, oh my god. So he done all this work on me. And when I was lying on this bed, he wasn't touching me, right? But he was just like surgically working on me energetically. And I could literally feel him like poking through my brain and like my body. And I was just like, what the hell? And he like released loads of my anxiety. I'm not even joking. So I'm recording this here now when I'm editing it, and I've had barely any anxiety since this week, like I'm not even joking. And then after we done an hour of active consciousness meditation, and it was the most intense meditation I've done in my entire life. I proper broke through. The active consciousness meditation is honestly incredible. It's the first time I've ever really done breathwork, so I'd say it's a breathwork class, and you have to breathe like whilst focusing on each individual chakra, and you do it for like 35 minutes. And it was the first time I experienced breathwork, and I'm not even joking, I was shocked at how incredible it was and how much downloads you get. Like, when I was doing it, my whole body started tingling and vibrating, and then I started shaking and then releasing my ego, and then I started accepting. And when you're, after the 35 minutes, you're sort of sitting in silence. And when I was sitting there, I've done it now a few times, but this experience, I started visualizing this person who really hurt me when I was younger. Through all this breath work and like meditation and stuff, I've realized that a lot of my trauma stemmed from this in particular incident that happened to me as a teenager, which I'll talk about another time. But I started seeing this person who hurt me, and I started feeling sorry for them and looking at them in a different perspective. It wasn't looking at them as if they're the person that hurt me. I'm looking at them as if I feel sorry for that person. They have a lot of issues, they have a lot of shame, they have a lot of guilt. My legs were vibrating, right? It felt like they were going to explode. I was like, why is my legs not stopping? And as soon as I like forgive this person and release that negative emotions that I had stored towards that person, the energy and the vibrations from my leg bounced up through my whole body and exploded out of my hands. I could see this like energy exploding out of my hands, and I sent it to that person, and I felt such a feeling of relief. I was crying my eyes out. I was like, oh my god, I've literally just proper released that negative emotion stored inside me and that traumatic thing. Like, it's so freeing to actually properly forgive someone for hurting you. Like, wow. The active consciousness meditation is also mental. Like, you're in there and people start making mental noises. Like, you literally feel like you're in a zoo. Like, people are like doing mad dancing and mad movements and just fucking, they're like and all this kind of mad shit. I'm like, what the fuck? First time I was there, I was like, this is nuts. But it's just people releasing and fucking mad shit is happening. I'm just like feeling very zen, very grateful, very proud of myself. I'm feeling very proud of myself because I've been giving myself a hard time. I've been a bit of a dick to myself recently. I've been having self-doubt, I've been criticizing myself, I've been thinking I'm gonna fail, I've just been a bit of a dick to myself. And it was just really nice to see myself from an outside perspective in a really like positive, inspirational way. But yeah, amazing day, feeling good, feeling like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Now David's gonna get some scran, have a wee chat about her day. I've just done a lot of journaling. I haven't journaled in a long time either, and I've been really enjoying the journaling. So I'm just chilling on the balcony of my hotel. Here's my views, but I'm gonna get deep. Let's have a wee therapy session. Right, so basically I came to Bali with the intention that I wanted to grow, I wanted to become a better person, I wanted to get rid of any negative things that was inside me. I knew that was going to happen. I just wanted to go on this like crazy spiritual journey, because that's what I'd done in Mexico, and I did sort of tip the surface when I was in Mexico. Like, it did help become a better person in ways, but I knew there's so much more still to do. And since I left Mexico, I basically lost touch with all my spiritual side. Like, I wasn't practicing spirituality at all, and I feel like I sort of went back a few steps. Since I've been here, I have had so much anxiety, so much like fear of the future, fear of what other people are thinking. I've been so self-critical. I've been really horrible to myself, to be honest. Like, I haven't been looking at myself in a positive light at all. Like, I'm here in Bali, I'm doing things I love, I'm with such cool people in the best place in the world. I have wanted to be here forever. Why do I have so much anxiety? Why do I not feel like myself? Why do I feel the worst I've felt since such a long time? Like, I just don't understand. I really do think that stems from not being in touch with my spiritual side, but also I think that Bali has brought up all of these negative emotions. Like, Bali is such a spiritual, strongly spiritual place. So I feel like coming here has brought up all these negative feelings, all these negative emotions for me to bring to the surface, to deal with, to heal, to learn, to grow, just to become the best version of myself. I think since I came here, obviously a lot of people are Irish. It's a big massive group of Irish people. And I was like, oh my god, sick, someone Irish, such a good crack. Because I love Irish people, obviously I'm Irish. But I haven't been around like a big group of Irish people in so long, just because I've been travelling for years. And I basically remember I left Ireland basically to get away from Ireland, because I went through a really difficult time. Like my late teenage years, even my early 20s, I was struggling mentally. Like, I was depressed, I had so much anxiety. I spent my teenage years basically trying to fit in. I done a lot of things that just weren't me. I was just lost. I was in so much pain. Baby Kegs, like young teenage Kegs, was in so much pain. And thinking back, it makes me so sad to see how much pain he was in, because he was really didn't have an easy time whatsoever. And he tried to put on a brave face, God love him, but he struggled. He really struggled mentally for a long time. But I've been on this journey now, and here I am today living in Bali. I have grown so much. I am the best version of myself right now, but I know I can get to a better version of myself from doing all this work. Shouldn't really care what anyone thinks, but I've joined Bali. There's a massive group of Irish people, and that's bringing up past trauma. When I grew up in Ireland, I was always trying to fit in. I was always like trying to be liked by everyone. I was lying about who I was. I was lying to other people about things that I do to try and fit in. Like, it was just such a toxic, negative lifestyle, and it made me so depressed and fucked up in the head. And from coming to Bali and seeing a big group of Irish people, this trauma that I forgot existed, that I thought I was sweet with Irish people, because of this big group, it's brought all those emotions up. Just being like secluded back into myself, couldn't be myself. I just haven't been myself at all. And I think that was a big trigger for me, and that's something I definitely want to work on. I'm being so doubtful about my future. I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna fail at what I'm trying to do, and like, I've been so hard on myself to try and find like a business. I've just been nasty to myself. I feel like a lot of the work that I've done this weekend has, like, right now I am sitting here, I feel so grateful, I feel so refreshed, I feel like proper back in touch with myself. And I feel like it's the first time I've sort of spoke to my true self in a long time, because I've been like neglecting myself, because I haven't been doing any of my spiritual work. I've just been sort of like partying and just being like, the past weekend I've been doing so much spiritual work on myself. On Friday I done a full moon ceremony. And that was the first sort of time I sort of touched back into my spirituality. And basically a group of us met up at the beach. We wrote out our intentions for the year, like things you want to manifest, things you want, your goals for the year, all the negative things in our life we want to release that we no longer want in our life. And the negative things we basically set on fire. Done like a wee angel card reading. Like, it was just such a beautiful wee night. The amount of energy that I felt from even doing that wee ceremony was amazing. And then I went into the sea. I was in the sea on my own, looking up to the full moon, and I was like, right, this is the start of it. I know for a fact things are going to get better. I know for a fact it's all going to be good. and I started feeling gratitude again, and I have not felt gratitude once since I've been here. And I've been trying to feel gratitude. Like when you feel gratitude all over your body, you know what it feels like, you know what gratitude feels like, and I just haven't been feeling it. So I was like, right, this is the start of it. This is Kegs coming back to himself. This is Kegs starting his growth journey, his healing journey. It starts now. So then on Saturday we done a waterfall cleanse with Tokek. I've tagged him on my Instagram. Honestly, you need to do it if you're in Bali. Like, it was so, he's such a powerful being. He's so spiritual, so in tune. Like, the whole experience was amazing. I just felt energy from the start to finish. He kept bringing things up about people's lives, and we were like, wow, how does he know this sort of stuff? He basically told my friend that her mum was present, and her mum passed away a long time ago. And Tokek also told me that he knows that I'm going to start my own small business, and it's going to be very successful if I put my mind to it, if I say no to partying all the time, and if I just stick to my guns and stick by myself. And that was so weird because my number one full moon intention was that I want to have a product or service to sell to help people become the best versions of themselves so that I can have my own business or freedom. That was literally my intention, and he said that to me. I was like, wow, what the fuck. On Sunday we went to, me and my housemate went to an ecstatic dancing class and yoga and sound healing. It was also class. Like, ecstatic dancing was so good. You're just like moving with the music. But see, at the start you do have the fear of judgment. You're like, oh my god, what are people gonna think of me? See, whenever you release the ego and just be like, fuck it, and you just move with the music, everyone there is just having a good time. I had a smile from ear to ear. I was loving every fucking second of my life. Just being like, doing all this weird fucking dancing, not caring, just releasing, and it was so powerful, so amazing. Like, oh, I want to do it every Sunday. That is my new church. Like, people go to mass on Sunday. I'm gonna go to ecstatic dance every Sunday morning, because that is healing, freeing. So I just got to the restaurant and I got caught in a huge thunderstorm. I don't know why Siri wasn't working in my ear. Whenever I left the gaff, it told me it was going to take me like 10 minutes to get here, and it literally took me about 30 minutes. Got caught in a huge thunderstorm. Like, I was driving around the road, teeming rain, like the most painful rain I've ever been in my life. Couldn't even see in front of me. It was horrific. And I just wanted to get to the restaurant, so kept following the direction, kept bringing me the wrong way. Ended up going around in a full loop, and I got soaking wet. The thunder and lightning was crazy. Like, lightning was right in front of me. It literally felt like I was in a movie, and the roads were all flooded. I was driving through, water all over me, thunder and lightning. I was like, I feel like I'm in a movie, but I feel like the series gave me the wrong direction and purpose. I feel like the universe is making me drive through this thunder and lightning and rain as a way of cleansing me. Like, I was actually really enjoying driving through it. Like, that was hectic. That was a hectic drive, but I feel like it definitely was meant to happen. I was definitely meant to drive through that rainy, stormy weather as a client. I don't know, I just feel great. Good morning, world. How are we all? So I slept in this morning. I had a bit of a lie-in. I don't know what happened. I think I must have just been exhausted, and also was having crazy dreams that related to my healing over the past few days. So one of my dreams was like, basically I was back in school, but I was repeating the years, so I was like 2 years above everyone. It was so weird because I'm obviously out of school like 5 years ago. I was just dealing with all the anxiety and stuff, so it was quite a weird experience, but it was definitely obviously needed. Today I'm gonna go get some breakfast here now, then I'm gonna go to the gym, then I'm gonna come back, get ready, and then I'm gonna go to another sound healing in the Pyramids of Chi with my friend Daniel, and then after that I'm gonna go to the big swings over the rice fields, so I'll take you along with me. It is such a nice day in Ubud. Look at that nice weather. It's been raining all yesterday, you see, so this is my breakfast. We've got a black goji berry smoothie bowl and a purple coffee. Look at that.
And bring the bottle tonight, red wine to rerun all our memories right. It's just a matter of time before your cheeks turn into peaches and the stars realign. Another glass of wine to find the diamonds in your eyes, darling. Another glass of wine, you know it's time. 3, 2, 1. We're counting shooting stars on the side of my bed, and now your lips tattooed on the side of my neck. Another glass won't kill you, right? Gladly she replies, you got me running circles inside of my head. Now we're doing everything that I wish you had said. Another glass won't kill you, right? Gladly she replies like
just done another sound healing, the ancient sound healing in the pyramids of Chi. I'm pretty tired. I don't know why. Like I felt the energy, felt the sound waves and stuff, but I think I was like half sleeping during it. The past few days I've been doing a lot of work, so I feel like it's drained all my energy. But I'm still feeling really good, feeling really zen. So I'm gonna maybe take a break from the healing for the rest of today, and I'm gonna go to swings, go to them, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm just gonna chill this evening, and then tomorrow I might do some more work. But yeah, it's been a fucking really amazing week. I'm just drinking some coconut coffee. It's actually delicious. And that purple coffee I got earlier at the breakfast place was unreal. I absolutely loved it.
Stuck under covers, under lovers, paradox, and we don't stop till Aphrodite sings. We're both stuck under covers, under lovers, paradox, and we don't stop till Aphrodite sings.
I've just went and done the swing. Pretty funny to be fair. These two guys probably like swing you off the edge, but it's good crack. The views are honestly unreal as well. Like proper vibes. Love it. I've been driving around Ubud on the ped for like 30 minutes just following the sun to try and find a good sunset spot, but I couldn't find it because I think Ubud's quite central, so there's not really any sunset spots, but I found this here wee spot. It's not too bad. Like, it's alright. Not bad reviews, is it? But yeah, I'm gonna watch this here now, chill, go to the gym, because I haven't been to the gym today, and then go get some scran. Here's my little baby, just sitting chilling. Fucking sweating my tits off. Doing a nice wee pull workout today. But I'm actually really loving getting back in the gym. I'm not even probably in the gym, but I'm actually really loving getting into the gym. And it's good doing workouts on my own, like trying to understand how to do everything and what workouts I should do and stuff without George. So it's nice when I'm getting the swing of things. Sweaty. Some mushroom and spinach sandwich, some chicken teriyaki, and some mashed potatoes. So I'm with my friend Yavine here. How are you?
Very zen.
We are very zen. So we're in Ubud here, and we live in Canggu. What made you come to Ubud?
To get away from the noise of Canggu.
The noise of Canggu. Canggu is a noisy place.
Canggu is a noisy place. It's a beautiful place, but it's also, you can get very easily distracted.
And what have you been up to in Ubud?
Being at the yoga barn for, I originally planned to go yoga barn for 2 days, and I've been here the last 5 days. So going on day number 6, I think now.
Yeah.
Yoga, meditation, finding myself, eat, love, pray moments.
Yeah, that's amazing. And how was your experience?
I have no word to sum up yet. I have a song to sum up. Grandmother's Fear by East Forest. Listen to it.
Good morning! It's my last day in Ubud, and I'm off to do some hula hoop dancing with Yavine at the yoga barn, and then I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'll keep you updated. I just woke up, hence why I'm like, boh.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why I'm down, yeah? No friends of mine around, yeah. Now I'm thinking I might have caught the June blues. Yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice. Yeah, you know I keep on running from the truth.
So I was meant to leave and go home with Yavine, and then I accidentally didn't check out in time this morning, so I paid for an extra night. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay another night. So I'm back in the yoga barn for like a wee song and dance, spiritual vibes. I don't really know, but I'm excited. Fuck it. And then to end the week off, I done a tarot reading, as you just seen, and that girl was honestly fucking incredible. Like, the stuff she said to me, everything just made sense, and like, she just started talking about like my personal life and like my love life and business and all there, and everything she was saying was like, this makes so much sense. You know what she said to me, which I really love, and this was a few weeks ago now. I'm obviously recording this whenever I'm editing, and she said to me that I died this week, and I was like, what do you mean I died this week? And she was like, a version of you that existed died this week, and this is like the newer, more higher version of you. And I'm not even joking. Since that week, since that moment, I felt like the better version of myself. Like, I'm proper on top of life, and I just feel like such high vibes majority of the time. Obviously we have shit days sometimes, but I've majority of the time of high vibes. And like the amount of people I've been meeting recently, and they're like, you seem different, or like your energy is so contagious. Like whenever I'm around people, they're like, oh my god, like your energy has put me in a good mood. And I'm like, oh, that's such a nice thing to hear. But it genuinely has, like that, doing all that work for that week. Obviously since then I've also been doing shit tons more work. I go to breathwork all the time. I do breathwork every time I wake up in the mornings. I'm just proper on top of focusing on my spirituality, focusing on myself, focusing on becoming the best version of myself, focusing on doing things that are good for my mind, body and soul. And I'm going to continue doing this for the rest of my life. Like I just want to continue vibing higher and see where it brings me. Do you know what I mean? Right now I'm liking this version of Kegs. I am excited to continue on my journey, and I'm excited to bring you along with me, and hopefully he's learned something, and hopefully I'm able to teach you things that I learn, and we can all go on this journey together and become the best version of ourselves together. Do you know what I mean? I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. That was sort of me going from not enjoying Bali to loving it. Every second of it now I actually love. So if you want to continue watching my journey and my growth, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, do all that there good shit. So yeah, thanks for watching. Much love. Bye.